Next, we're going to take a look at butterfly kick in our next progression. This drill is going to focus on kicking on our back and going into a streamline. This can also be really helpful to do underwater, and we'll have another video for that to really work on the underwaters, especially for the backstroke. And this is going to be just done here with a slight kick. So we're not going to really be emphasizing too much on to the legs. We just want to continue to really feel the motion of the stroke and feel where the legs are really going to be moving. With this drill, we really like to also add fins. Even if we're experienced swimmers, fins can really help just enhance the feel of the overall stroke. So that way the water, we know what it feels like to kind of kick the water then off of those toes. So here, another thing that's going to feel a little bit different is the chest press. So what we're going to want to emphasize is keep the hands up to at the surface level, and this will kind of mimic the landing position of the stroke. And that'll be something very important as we continue to talk a little bit more about the butterfly itself. Remember, we kind of want you to have this picture up here of the stroke. The hips are going to be going up when the feet and the head or the chest area or the legs are going to be going downward. And then the opposite is going to be true with that. When the hips go down, then the feet and the head are going to go up. So we kind of want you just to remember to have that in your head as we're moving through. So here what we're looking for is that the chest rises here, hips are going to be going down, and then our athlete should be then remembering to kick up, just like right here. In the slight drill or with the slight kick, we're not going to be just as active, so it won't be as evident, but the feet should be rising from where they are. And then on this position, the chest will be not as deep as the legs, while then the hips are going up. Our athlete here does a great job staying in streamline, and we've got a good flow movement, and that's exactly what we want to be able to feel. What we want to watch is that we're not going to be too heavy kicking on in the knee area. We want this kick just to be very natural, and that we're not emphasizing too much out of the knees. So we have to make sure that we are absolutely seeing movement here from the hips. So we look at our takeoff view here. We're going to just again kind of emphasize some of the things that we see. So here, this first one, a little more knee bend than we'd kind of like to see. We kind of see here this bend, the higher, more of a bend in the knee than we'd like. Just encourage a natural bend. So kind of if the feet are probably about right here, it's going to be quite all right. So we just don't want to make sure that that kick is not too knee driven, especially as we're doing this flow kick. But overall, we do a really nice job. Feet go down, and then we see everything returning up, which is exactly what we want to see. On our return view, we're going to just again kind of come back and see everything coming together. Now here we got a little bit more emphasis on some of that movement. We gave a little bit of feedback to our athlete here, and just we said, hey, we want to make sure we see just a little bit more flow. So it's going to be okay to see that the knees are going to be breaking a little bit, just because we're loading up for a little bit of a stronger flow on this one. But we can kind of really see here, chest come up, then the legs are going to then also kind of come up and finish. The hips here are going to be low to the under the water, and then the opposite's going to be true. So here the hips are going to come up, and we can kind of see that the feet and then the chest are going to be down. So your athletes might get a little bit of water along the face, which will be quite all right. Taking a look at that underwater view, this will probably be a little bit easier to see. So again, just kind of great flow right here from our athlete. So here we see the hips up, feet and then chest are down. And then here the chest and legs are going up, then while the hips are going down. So just again, really nice flow, maintains a really good tight streamline, and we're just having, again, overall really good movement. Overall here, this is just a great drill to be able to add on, because it's going to also help kind of simulate the landing position. And what we mean by that is the arms here. We don't necessarily want the arms going to be together here in Streamline, but we do kind of want them to be locked together in a position where we're going to be traveling through the water. So that's why we really like this drill. Thanks for watching our video. If you found some good value out of it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, as we're dropping new videos all the time.